What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the European exclusive Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 TrFrm. Over the past couple months, as I'm sure you've noticed, Adidas has been releasing tons of 350 V2 colorways. And to be quite honest, it's gotten a little bit overwhelming, at least for me, someone who reviews every single colorway. But it finally looks like Adidas is changing things up and trying something different when it comes to Yeezy Boost 350 releases. This month, Adidas is dropping 3 different 350 colorways, except this time around they're dropping them regionally, which means only certain parts of the world can get certain colorways. 2 out of the 3 colorways have already dropped. The Hyperspace colorway dropped primarily in Asia, and the TrFrm colorway, which I have right here, dropped primarily in Europe. The Americas are supposed to get the Clay colorway, which was originally slated to release at the same time as the TrFrms and the Hyperspaces, but for some reason, to compete with Nike releases, they decided to push it back to March 30th. But with that aside, I'm still really excited to have the TrFrm colorway because this was my favorite out of the 3. By the way, huge shout out to Peter and H2O Nemos for the lookout in this pair. So why don't we start things off and jump right into the sneaker. Like all the other Yeezy Boost 350 V2s before it, the TrFrm is made up of the same prime knit upper. The construction and texture of the prime knit is identical to what you find on the Statics that dropped last December. However, unlike the Statics, you don't have that sort of crazy optical illusion pattern on the upper. Instead, you've actually got this sort of light gray or medium gray covering a majority of the upper, and you've also got some sort of yellowish green sprinkled throughout. The upper is much cleaner and much more minimal on this pair, which I think is great for a lot of people, but the one thing that really surprised me, and I didn't even see until I got the sneaker in hand, were the sort of greenish yellow accents, which I'm not even sure if the camera's picking up. That said, I do think it's a nice touch, and I really think it gives the upper some depth. Weaving through the upper, like every other pair of 350s, you've got your standard rope laces, except this time around they come in a slightly darker shade of gray than the rest of the upper. Running along the lateral side of the sneaker, you've got the detail that probably pops the most on the shoe, and that's this translucent plasticky mesh stripe. Unlike the static stripe, which is pretty much completely clear, the TrFrm has sort of an orangey tinge to it. It kind of reminds me of like watered down Tang, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Underneath the stripe, just below the ankle, you've got this bright hit of orange, which pretty much indicates where the heel padding starts on the sneaker. One thing to keep in mind with this sneaker, and any sneaker with a translucent side panel, the color of your socks really does matter because people can see it. Moving inside the sneaker, you've got this gray padded sock liner with the Adidas 3 stripes and 3M on the heel. The insole of the sneaker also comes in gray with the Adidas branding and the Yeezy branding in sort of a pale green on the heel. As for fit, the TrFrm fits just like any other Yeezy Boost 350 V2, and that's a half size small. I usually go true to size on my Yeezys though, but that's because I take out the insoles. For whatever reason, I just feel like it's a little bit more comfortable for me. Continuing back on the sneaker to the heel, you've got the brightest accent on the entire shoe, and that's this sort of light orange pull tab. It kind of matches with the orange underneath the mesh, but not exactly, and it's probably my least favorite part of the sneaker. And then moving down on the sneaker, you get to the most interesting part of the entire shoe, and that's the midsole. And the reason I think this midsole is so interesting is because it looks like Adidas is actually trying something very different. Well, not very different, but like a little different. At a glance, it looks like the ribbed rubber that they use on the side of the shoe is actually tinted orange. But when you look closer at it, I'm not totally sure if that's the case. The reason I think that is because if you look at the midsole of the sneaker, you can see where the rubber actually wraps up onto the upper of the shoe, and that portion is gray, just like the upper. And then if you look at the bottom of the sneaker and the back of the sneaker, you can see these little orange lines that sort of peek out underneath this translucent yellow rubber. And that leads me to believe that either the Boost is painted orange in these spots, or maybe there's some sort of like orange covering over top of the Boost. I'm not totally sure what they did. I wouldn't have been surprised if they painted the Boost or if they'd covered the Boost in some sort of film. I have no idea, but I think it looks really cool, and I love the fact that it gives the side of the sneaker sort of a gradient look. I think that's just such an interesting touch. Moving around to the heel, as I mentioned, you've got a second rubber panel wrapping up onto the shoe that comes in sort of a translucent yellow. Then finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got that same translucent yellow panel forming the outsole with cutouts through to the white Boost. Overall, the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the TrFrm colorway is my favorite of the 3 colorways. I love that it's a simple and minimal colorway, yet it still tries something new with this colorful midsole. I think that's a really cool touch. And I kind of like the fact that Adidas is trying something new with their release strategies. I really kind of like this regional thing. It makes you feel like you want to collect them all, which is probably not a good thing for my wallet, but it's kind of fun. But that pretty much wraps up the review for today. Now I would love to know your thoughts on the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 TrFrm and which colorway out of the 3 spring 2019 releases is your favorite, whether it's this one or the Clay or the Hyperspace. So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.